Well, former Chief Justice David Maraga announced his bid for the 2027 presidency, promising reform at a time the country is facing an upheaval, with youthful protesters demanding for justice, accountability, and the adherence to the rule of law. But can a jurist succeed in a system driven by tribal loyalties and entrenched power?
We have reached a moment that we need to seriously think about resetting our country. We need to reset our country back to constitutionalism, where everybody has to obey the law.
Maraga, now at 74, led Kenya's judiciary from 2016 to 2021, earning global attention for the annulment of the 2017 presidential election. It was indeed a rare act of judicial defiance. He's built a reputation for integrity, claiming never to have taken a bribe. Now, Maraga aims to translate that credibility into political power, citing the youth demands for accountable governance.
We think about the leadership of this country. We can't let some people literally throw our country to the dogs. We need to think about that seriously. And it is as a result of that reflection, I have made up my mind that I will run in 2027 for presidency of this country.
Well, his campaign hinges on fighting corruption and reforming institutions, targeting the young generation with over 5 million potential new voters by 2027. Yet, there are critics who question his viability and a lack of political machine in politics that is dominated by tribal alliances, a reality that is deeply entrenched in the fabric of national and county politics. His announcement to run for the top seat in 2027 creating a buzz on social media. Some see Maraga as a symbol of integrity, with comments on X praising his judicial courage. Others are skeptical, branding him a political novice. Maraga himself says it's time to reconfigure the political landscape.
I'm not naive. I know I am going to be up against quite a number of forces. Those in leadership and the cartels around them. Those who want to maintain the status quo. But I trust that if the Kenyans will have confidence in me, and I believe they will stand behind me, and we will be able to defeat those forces.
The current political landscape is indeed volatile, with the Kenya Kwanza government facing criticism over economic woes, police excesses, and institutional overreach. Maraga's call for reform touches on all those things, but some analysts warn his lack of regional clout could limit his reach in a system where loyalty often trumps principle.
But he's a new phenomenon, which is worth watching. Whether it goes far or not is not the issue, but the meaning of what he's trying to do. Maybe try to return sanity into the political system. Probably. His chances of winning, well, they are not that many. Of course, he has chances like anybody else. But given the record, the pattern is his chances are not as big. It looks as if Matiang'i would outdo him any time in Kisii. So he might have to overcome the Matiang'i factor in Kisii and then be able to sell himself across the country as the best alternative to everybody else.
Well, as Kenya approaches 2027, Maraga's bid promises to test a system rooted in power and the weight of tribal politics that's usually entrenched in the political system.